Highs and higher healing vibrations. Cosmic Cat here. Let's raise our individual vibrations up. As we do, this transmits frequencies out into the world that is supportive of all of us at this time. So as you lift yourself up and your own energy, your own thoughts, you also send out ripple waves. Think of you being a pebble tossed into still water, and those waves that come afterwards, it's part of you. So definitely right now during this September powerful eclipse, today is actually the harvest moon, harvest blood moon, and we have a total lunar eclipse happening. This is mostly on the western side of the world. This includes Europe, also Australia, I believe Asia's in there. You may want to check and see. I'm actually on the east coast of the States, and we are not going to be able to see it. However, this energy, if you are in the States, it's still going to affect you. You will still feel the energy and the power. And I believe in the area that I'm in, it's around noon today. So just keep that in mind. This is a birthday reading for those souls born on September 7th. If you are that Virgin Virgo, very detail-oriented, you care considerably about your health, you like pets, routines, and your work. You really care about your work that you do and that you bring into the world. You can be analytical, which sometimes can help or hinder you. Your analytical side of you can overanalyze at times, but yet, and be too critical. But yet at the same time, if you never analyzed anything or never was looking at it at something as an unbiased view, then how would you learn otherwise? So just make sure that you're balancing that, okay? So before I start the reading, if it's not your birthday and you were guided, check your birth chart. Maybe your moon or your rising sign is significant in Mercury or Virgo, because Mercury rules Virgo in the 6th house. 6 is all the number of love. 6s are not evil. 3 6s in a row is not the devil worshiping BS you grew up with or you've heard along the way. 6s represent love. It is the Lover's card in the major Arcana Tarot deck, okay? And this is said for many reasons. And I'm being guided to share with you, if you turn 666 around, you get 999. And we are about to approach the 999 portal, okay? Because we are in the year of the 9, 2025. And then September is in the month number 9. And the day 9. So 999 portal is coming up, and this is an intense, powerful time. September, I personally call September September shadows, because September has always been a very traumatic time for me. Something traumatic typically happens in the month of September, and so far September is said to be intensified. So if you are also working with your shadow aspects, anything that you're trying to clear out, any kind of negative self-talk, anything that isn't really been working for you, but you're struggling to release it, like you keep doing the same pattern and you're wondering, why am I still doing this if I know that I don't want to do it anymore? Things of this nature are really going to be pressing at you. So you just want to be mindful and be as aware as possible as you can at this time. Make sure your thoughts are clear. They uplift you. They're for you. You are born on a day that is sacred. The number 7 is sacred in all religions and in all cultures, in all areas of the world. Spiritually, it is a spiritual number, 7. It's also always been said to be lucky. It means good fortune is on the way. Spirit's asking me to read to you right now the number 7, angel number. Let's see what we have. You're on the right path. Keep up the good work. You're on the right path. Keep up the good work. So you're doing exactly. And this leads right into our reading. Okay. I meditate beforehand and pick up any messages that Spirit wants to share with us while we're here. And the message that I received today was, there is a re-identifying of you. Some of you are spiritually awakening at this time. And when I asked Spirit what they could share with me regarding this, as far as what you're re-identifying, it's your communication. It's the word balance. You used to define balance in different ways, and now you're seeing it more in a positive aspect as opposed to a pessimistic or negative aspect you once looked at. There is reorganizing and restructuring of your life. Routines have been something that have come up the past. Well, I know yesterday, and I believe the day before, routines are changing. So your day-to-day is changing, transforming. That can be very difficult for Virgo. However, the more that you embrace this and the more that you surrender to the change that's happening, the easier it will be for you, Spirit is saying. I have a crystal ball in front of me here. If I get any messages, I will share them with you. You have a very bright light. The other message I received is a spiritual awakening. An awakening that shifts your energy, and it actually may shift it. You may do a complete 180 from the life that you're living now. It will happen fast, more than likely. Typically, spiritual awakenings are fast occurrences. There's a lot of motivation. There's a lot of power. There's a lot of openness and feelings that come when you start to really step into your true, authentic self, which is the feeling and the vibration that I'm getting here. And it's very transformative, challenging, and can also lead you to a more peaceful life for those who don't have peace in their life. Maybe on the outside they're wearing masks and they show that they have a lot of peace, and they're peaceful. Yet on the inside there's so much turmoil and they're dying inside, but yet they're unable to share with anyone. So this is a general reading. There are approximately 367,000 people born every day in the world. So please keep that in mind as we go throughout the reading. Some things are going to fit you exactly like what you needed to hear, what's going to support you, what's going to help guide you. And other things may not be for you. They'll be for someone else. Other things you may question, and you may feel this for someone else, but weeks, months, years down the road, this reading will come back to you and reflect to you what it was that you were supposed to, what was intended for you. And you'll know then that, oh, that was for me. I recall this. I remember now. I remember you're slowly waking up to remember who you are. And I just got angel bumps all over me. This is an important time for you to go within to get enlightened. We have the Hanged Man, number 12. Something significant may be happening for you in December. Perhaps this is when this will come, or perhaps it's coming, it's here now, but you're not going to realize it until December. And the spiritual awakening is different for everyone's body. However, you may be feeling like you're starting to believe in your own gifts. Maybe you've had psychic abilities your whole life, but you've shut them out, repressed them, or wouldn't let them exist. So this is now some part of your spiritual awakening, is that you are going to actually move from that energy. Yeah. There's also, you could have a feeling of loss. Could have a feeling of loss, confusion, like wondering about how you're going to do things. Sometimes, or you may not even be asking how you're going to do something. You just know what you need to do. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Let's get right into it. We're going to save this card for last. And this is going to be the significator for us. Doesn't really have to be a label at all, honestly. But we have the storm. Storm always comes. And after the storm, we typically do see a rainbow. But the storm is important. It's going to be intense. This is a clear affirmation that, as what we started in the beginning with September being intense time, shadow time, going into the dark depths of ourselves to rediscover, to find this light. Spirit's asking you to work with your chakras from the root, from the base up. So if you've been working with your chakras from the crown or from your third eye, which is common, you're being asked to reroute this to go from your base up. And your lower chakras are definitely wanting attention here and desiring for you to tap in to your emotions, to your power. How powerful do you feel? Allow yourself to look at this card. Feel any feelings that you feel. This is also the number 47, which could be significant for you. 47 simplifies to 11, and then there also to the number 2, which is all about balance, which is also another thing that we started with in the beginning. The storm within you, the storm around you that isn't even your storm, but you're affected by it because you're there, or because you're close to the person or the people that it's happening to. The storm within of when you realize that what you had learned your whole entire life is now upside down. It's not really what the culture perceived it as or led you to believe as. And so there'll be emotions, a storm of emotions that you'll go through. There'll be a lot of emotions once you realize this. And more are wakening up. It's going to keep happening. It is going to keep happening for a long time. And it also will be speeding up. So if you feel the storm of the intensity, storms It's like sometimes during storms, there's hardly any rain at all, but there's a ton of thunder or lightning. Sometimes there's more rain and very little thunder or lightning. And sometimes there's only rain and thunder. And then sometimes there's only lightning and thunder and no rain. It's just so interesting how, so this is about transformations. This is about changes and being unlimited being unlimited in your day to day. Stop limiting yourself is what I'm hearing. Stop limiting what you can do for you and for others. Now, in a spiritual awakening, typically there is some deep healing that is meant to occur. Some deep inward healing for you to work through and shed and release. Let's see what else we have for you, birthday souls. Ace of Swords. Or no, actually, I said ace, but it's page. Page of Swords. This shows growth in what you're moving towards now. I was guided to use the Crow deck by Spirit, so if you've seen a crow is your spirit animal. Please share in the comments below if crows are very sacred to you, why they're sacred, what they mean to you. I would love to hear. Crows are clear messengers from the divine. Crows, ravens, magpies, rooks. The Page of Swords. You're moving forward. You're moving forward in your ideas, what it is that you believe in. You're clearly communicating, and this storm has helped you find what path is proper for you at this moment. It doesn't mean you're always going to be there. Spirit just said your world is going to flop. Like, again, I keep getting upside down. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so the page, moving into the King energy. This could be your energy. This could be someone else that you know that has emotional maturity, a male that's emotionally mature, that is gentle, has that motherly quality about them to where they can be gentle and still be respected by other men, definitely honored by women, because most don't really have that or own that side of them. This is someone that has balanced their masculine and feminine energy within. They don't carry shame about it. And because the way they carry themselves, because of their emotional maturity, because they stand up for what is just and they're unbiased, this is why there's an attraction for this male leader. And maybe this is you, or perhaps this is someone close to you that's a mentor, that's going to help guide you and teach you how to transform your life into what it is that you're seeking. For many of you, Spirit's confirming this is your card, though. This is not someone else's energy. However, again, tap into your own intuition so that you can see for yourself, okay? And it's interesting, they're all looking over here to your final card, and look at that, we have travel. Solo travel is necessary for you. And look at this. You are enlightened in the beginning, and you are enlightened around your head in the end. See that? You willingly surrendered here. And you know why. And now the king is looking directly at you. Perhaps the king is who you're going to find on your travel. The king within you, that male leader within you. This isn't gender specific. There is not a gender in the spirit world, okay? Also time. Time is not linear there either. Which is something that I don't think my soul ever left. I think my soul has been in the astral the whole entire time because time management is not my forte. However, so the traveling could actually, you are meant to travel, do this travel alone. Have you ever traveled by yourself? If the answer is no, and you've lived around for decades, this is a clear affirmation that it's time for you to travel alone, a solo travel. Now, if this gives you anxiety, it's time to break out that journal and pen and write down why. If it's just because you don't want to be separated from someone, then there's a lot more to it. Aside from codependency, there's a lot more to that, and it's time for you to write out, be raw and honest with yourself about why, so that you can gain clarity. Something that awakening, the reason it's called awakening is because you have an awakening inside you of kind of remembering who you were. And it's awakening of, it's not necessarily a rebelling against others, but it's more of like, it's awakening of the truth of the universe, of evolution, of connection to Gaia, of what oneness means, of the phrase that you've heard many spiritual coaches and teachers all over the world say thousands of times, I am, or it is. This is where you learn behind all of this on a deeper level, not surface level, not just, oh, I just know this and that. No. It's time for you to really maintain your enlightenment throughout the journey that you're on. Now, I do want to see what the storm, we're going to look in our guidebook to see, let me see what the storm has for us here in the guidebook to see what extra additional information we can get. Chaos, whirlwind, disorder. Yeah, so the storm is like the Tower card. So quick, major transformation may feel like the end of the world, but it's going to be a blessing in disguise for you. And it's going to bring to you an opportunity for you to grow, take a course in something that you've always loved. Doing things more for yourself now than others. And knowing that what you're doing for yourself is not selfish, it's self-care. It's self-respect. And with this sword, there may be some cord cutting that's necessary as well. Cutting of cords that are toxic for you within yourself. There's also a feeling of tapping in with your inner child here, because your inner child is inside your belly. So if you have, if you have abdominal issues or a sensitive gut, you more than likely have an inner child within that is really wanting to connect with you, maybe hiding safe and maybe hiding scared and afraid, feeling unsafe, that you will have to work with and take time to get to learn and get to know, so that you can also begin to heal wounds with your inner child, okay, that is in your gut. So there's definitely some emotions flying here. There's something about the storm that's also, it's a great equalizer for us, if you think about it. Because no matter how far we've come on the path, no matter our age, wealth, or wisdom, we can't hide from its savage winds. You just have to wait it out. You know that you'll lose if you fight against a storm. So it's best just to seek temporary shelter and a reliable friend. And this is going to lead you, when all else fails, to go within. And this is where you settle in the eye of the storm. The eye of the storm. You're settled there, in that eye. To go deeper with this card, you're being asked to watch the tornado scene in The Wizard of Oz, The Man Watching. And it is all about balance and equilibrium. Okay? Let's pull. Do we need to pull another one? What is the final message, Spirit, you have for us? For everyone watching today, everyone watching, you know, Spirit, who will be watching and who will not. Is there a final one? You got two, and this works out perfectly because, well, it's the 7th, and this makes 7 cards. So your final messages are to always be ready to protect yourself, yet also have compassion for others, to give and receive. This shows that something is definitely going to be coming that you can't see, but you are prepared and ready. And this could be with the cord cutting ceremony. If you haven't ever cut a cord with someone, when you cut a cord with someone, it is likely that the law of attraction comes into play and they may reach out. So just know that this is possible with the cord cutting ceremony, and this could be what this is about here. You're taking control of your life. You're cutting the cord, and now it's coming back. You're going to have discernment with the 6 of Cups here. Have emotional stability with the King. The King energy is going to help you have emotional stability to be able to give and receive. This could also have something to do with your childhood. I was feeling the inner child in the beginning of the reading, and I'm feeling it again now. So I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and check out the inner child readings. I do those every day as well. I do a birthday reading every day and an inner child reading. They're the longest videos I do. Also, every day I do 3 short videos, an angel number, because numbers are ways that Spirit tries to answer our calls. An angel card, because sometimes we see visuals or in our dreams, in our meditations, and we don't know who is reaching out. And it could be an ascended master, or you could just be feeling that energy that day. And then an animal spirit, because animals, insects, birds, all types of wildlife is how Spirit also connects with us. So this is all ways that I've been guided to do on my own journey, my own path, with my own spiritual awakening that intensified for me around this time of year 3 years ago. It's actually, today is my dad's birthday, and he passed a few years ago. And it's because of him that I am here doing this today. And my life definitely transformed in major ways when his soul left planet Earth school. And it's been difficult, yet so profound that it's hard to find words for it right now. It's hard to find words to describe. So if you've gone through something similar, maybe you're sharing, maybe this is your first year birthday without someone that you love. And if it is, just know that they are still with you, and they are trying to connect to you through all kinds of little ways. They communicate in ways that humans do not. And when you learn this, when you start to work with this energy, it really enhances your capabilities, your awareness, your awakening. Okay? So make sure you have discernment. And you're setting healthy boundaries with your relationships. Honor yourself throughout your entire process. Have you ever spent a birthday alone? Like just with you and your inner child? Like a celebration? Maybe not your entire day, but like have a ceremony? Because you are being asked to do this. Spirit is asking you to have some sort of birthday ritual that you share with Spirit alone and your inner self, your inner child, your higher self, your soul. But take time out of your birthday to meditate, to write in your journal, to connect with Gaia, and to really honor you. Honor where you are right now. Honor who you are right now. Because even all the things that you done before, whether good or bad, happy or sad, they're all part of you, yet they don't define you. You are in the now moment. Those moments have passed. So if past memories come up from childhood, allow them and honor yourself by figuring out why they're coming up, because they're probably surfacing for a reason. Maybe it's childhood wounds from school, perhaps of being bullied. Perhaps it's childhood wounds from school of not fitting in or afraid to stand out. Maybe it's your home or environment situation when you were a child, which if it was rough, I encourage you to check out the inner child readings. Okay? Yeah. But today is your day. And you have a really lovely journey ahead of you, provided that you do take some of this into consideration. Okay? On the count of 3, we're going to blow your candle out. 1, 2, 3. And as the smoke rises, may your dreams and your wishes rise too. Have a cosmic day and tonight, meow.